Val here, and today I have my current skincare routine. And I say current because I do switch up my products a lot, my skincare products, just because depending on the needs of my skin and the changes in weather, my skin goes crazy when like the weather changes, and I do like to switch up my products between high-end and drugstore. I do love a lot of drugstore products, but these are the ones that I'm currently using right now, and I think they have been working pretty well for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and I will start off with what I use to remove my makeup. And the first product I have here, I actually mentioned in my last video, my October favorites, and it is the Pond's Evening Soothe White Cleansing Towelettes. Now, I use this to remove my face makeup. I usually use the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. I use that a lot. I try not to use foundation every day, but I've found myself like, because of my current breakouts and things, I have been using foundation to cover them up every day, and I use this to remove it just to make sure that I get every little bit out because I don't want to leave any residue on my skin, and these work really, really well for me. And they're very soothing on the skin, they're not too harsh, and you don't really have to scrub a lot to actually get the makeup off. So I use this just on my face. Now for my eyes, I use the Almay Moisturizing Eye Makeup Remover Pads. Now, I wouldn't say these are like the best eye makeup remover pads that I've used, but they are pretty easy to use. They do remove all my makeup, even if it's waterproof. What I wish they were a little bit softer, but I try not to scrub my eyes anyway. I just let them soak and then I remove it. But yeah, it says 100% fragrance free and hypoallergenic. So it says gently removes eye makeup and nourishes skin. So these are pretty good actually. I'm not sure of the price because I got these a while back. I like to use this because I do use waterproof mascara. And that's what I use to remove my makeup. Now for cleansing my skin, I have two products here. And the first one is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control Power Clear Scrub. It says treats acne before it emerges. And I actually saw this at Target. I was looking for a good scrub that treated acne, but that wasn't way too harsh. I know things with salicylic acid can tend to be a little drying. It says clears oil instantly, fights breakouts, and gently exfoliates without over drying. So advanced, it treats acne even before it emerges. What gravitated me toward this is the part about not over drying the skin, just because my skin has been really dry but with breakouts. I don't know, it's weird. And it says creamy formula with skin soothers including green tea and cucumber. Soften skin while microbeads exfoliate. I think this is a pretty good scrub for the face. I used to use the St. Ives scrub, but I found that it was a little bit harsh for my skin. I found that it was a little scratchy, and yeah, I think I like this a lot better. I do use it like 3 times or 4 times a week. I try not to overuse this because then my skin would get really sensitive. Just keep that in mind. But this is really good acne treatment if you're having problems with dry skin and breakouts as well. So I use this before I actually cleanse my skin. And then I use the Purpose Gentle Cleansing Wash. And this is almost up. I need to go and get a new one. But I did talk about this one. I think it was my September favorite. I'm not quite sure, but it is a really, really great face wash, really gentle. It is not scented. It almost feels like water, but it really cleanses your skin really nicely, and it doesn't irritate the eyes at all. I think that this cleansing wash is just one of the best drugstore cleansing washes out there, so it's just a thing to keep in mind, and I do use this like every day. I need to go get a new one. So that is what I use to cleanse my skin. The only thing I don't use every day is the scrub, the acne scrub, just because of I don't want my skin to be too sensitive. But everything else I do use every day. And this product I'm about to mention right now, I use like 2 to 3 times a week as well. And it is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Facial Clay Mask in Mint and Lemon. And I have mentioned this, I think it's about 3 or 4 videos, right? I don't even know. I've mentioned this a lot. It is a very, very good face mask if you have a lot of breakouts. It's very soothing. It does reduce inflammation on the skin, any redness. calms your skin down if you're having like a really bad breakout. It's really cleansing. It cleanses your pores really well, and it does not strip your skin or anything of the essential oils. You still have that moisturizing feeling while having a really deep cleansing feeling to your skin, I think. So I use this like 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how my skin is feeling. So yeah, and I have another product that I use like 2 or 3 times a week as well, and it is the Clean and Clear Persa-Gel 10% benzoyl peroxide acne medication, maximum strength. And this I do use only when I have really bad breakouts, and it's just a spa treatment. I do not use it all over my face. I just dot it on my problem areas and before I go to sleep. And usually when I wake up, my breakout is a lot better. So yeah, I just use this depending on how my skin is behaving, and I use this at night before I go to bed. Now for moisturizings and toners, right now for toner, this is what I use after I cleanse my face in the daytime and in the nighttime. The toner that I have is the Clinique Clarifying Lotion in Dry Combination Skin. This is like the 2. And this actually is really soothing. If you have any leftover makeup, this will clean it right up. It's actually sort of moisturizing. It feels like you're putting on alcohol, but it's not. Don't worry about it. You know, it's not really that harsh on the skin. It's just a really refreshing feeling. And yeah, I just really love this, because if you do have any problem areas and acne areas, this sort of actually gives them relief as well, sort of like what the mask does. And yeah, I just like to use this before I put on my moisturizer. It's been really nice, and I'm actually almost out as well. And the next product I have in terms of moisturizers, I have 2 of them, and one is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and the other is the Pond's Dry Skin Rich Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. And I have 2 of them just because this one I had been using more or less end of summer, and I did find it a little heavy, but then as I transitioned into the fall time, I felt like I needed something heavier because this was not giving me the hydration that I needed. It's still a very good moisturizer, don't get me wrong, but for my skin right now, it is so dry where I live that actually the lotion, I would have to really pile it on, and I will still have some dry patches because my skin absorbs it really quickly. So as this is not a bad product, but right now the one I have been finding myself using every day is the Pond's Dry Skin Rich Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. Oof. And this one actually, it's a really big bottle. I just got the big one because every winter I go through, like, if I buy the small one, I have to go through 2 of them. So I just decided to buy the big one. And really, this serves for like all around like a facial and body moisturizer. It does feel a little greasy, but I find that, you know, if you just put it on, give it a little time for the skin to absorb, and then it's just perfect. It gives your skin the moisture that it needs if you live in a dry climate. If you live in a humid climate, this would not work. This would be way too greasy. But if you live in a dry climate, I just find that this is great. Again, might feel a little greasy at first, but you know, give it a chance. It does not create breakouts for me at all, and it does like eliminate any dry patches that I might have. If you have problems with dry patches and you live in a dry climate and no moisturizer is working for you, you should really give this a try. It is really, really good, and you just have to give it a chance for the skin to absorb it before you actually put your makeup on, because then your makeup will just melt off. You just gotta give your skin a chance to breathe it in and then put on your makeup. And I use this in the daytime and nighttime, and my skin just feels so rejuvenated when I wake up in the morning. So this is just really good, and it's a drugstore item as well. You can get it at any drugstore, I think. I'm not quite sure of the price. This big one was a little bit more pricey, but it is less than $10, I assure you. So yeah, it's just really, really good. And this is the one I'm currently using. And for eye cream, I did mention this in another one of my videos. I think it was the September favorites. The Clinique All About Eyes Rich Formula. And it's just looks like this. It's not like a gel at all. It's very rich. Like, if you do this, it's not gonna come out of the little bottle. Because it is very rich, and that's one of the things that I love the most about it. You really don't need a lot of this on around your eyes for it to be effective, and it really, a little goes a long way, and it lasts you a long time. It is a little bit pricier. You can get this at any Clinique counter, Macy's or anything, any Clinique counter. I think JCPenney also has a Clinique counter, but yeah, I think it runs about $30, but you'd think that it won't last you, but really, it really does. I had problems with dry patches in my eyelids as well, and that was really annoying because the makeup would actually get stuck there, like the eyeshadow, and I really hated that. And nothing I did work except for this, and this is actually really, really good. So if you're thinking about buying an eye cream that's not way too expensive, but you want to invest a little, this is actually a really good option. So that is all for my skincare routine. That's all I use. I don't use anything else. If you guys have any recommendations as to any moisturizers or any treatments for dry combination skin or breakout skin, anything that you'd like to recommend to me, leave a comment down below because I do love trying skincare products. So yeah, that is all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!